So, Dan and I.
Okay.
Okay! Dan and I are going to be playing some Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. And I'm particularly excited since I haven't really played too much of it. And I love Donkey Kong Country. And Dan loves Donkey Kong Country, but he doesn't really like this so much. But we're going to see whether or not he changes his mind with a second playthrough. One of the things that actually got me kind of thinking about this again was there's a new trailer for Bloodstained, the new Castlevania.
Bloodstained.
And there's like this interesting thing in the
Oh,
trailer.
that is a Castlevania?
It's not a real Castlevania, but it's like basically the same philosophy. It's like the producer,
Okay.
kind of like Mighty Number 9. But yeah, in the trailer for Bloodstained, they did this interesting thing because it's a 2D game, but in some of the levels they do this pseudo 3D effect where you turn in the levels, and there's like dragons and stuff coming out. But like Tropical Freeze is the Donkey Kong Country where they experimented around with that kind of design, where they pushed kind of like the perception, the depth of field with 2D levels. And that just got me thinking again about like trying to play this out and seeing the experience. What's your favorite Donkey Kong Country of from the original trilogy to the handheld games to the new series?
Well, definitely Donkey Kong Country 2.
Okay.
And
Second favorite.
then it's a toss-up between 3 and Returns.
Okay.
Probably 3 still, but Returns is good.
Okay. See, in my opinion, I love Donkey Kong Country 1 the best. Just because I felt like they nailed like the synergy between the atmosphere and stuff. When I played Donkey Kong Country 2, there's just too many weird things that were very eccentric, and it kind of threw me off from like actually playing the game. From a gameplay standpoint, I can see how like people like 2 over 1, but the overall feeling, I felt like
The
1 was better.
ambiance. Oops.
Oops.
That's the thing with these motion controls.
Alright.
Yeah, the ambiance in Donkey Kong Country 1 is probably the most consistent.
Yeah.
But this one I don't like so much. Like, it's still a great game, you know. I just thought it was too similar to Donkey Kong Country Returns. It didn't like shake things up enough. But I don't know. Like, all it did was add Dixie, which is basically just Diddy with a little bit of difference, and added Cranky. And I guess in the Switch version, it added Big Ol' Funky.
Yeah.
But we are on the Wii U, so we're lagging behind.
Yeah, we're going to talk about this a little bit later in the game, but I think the thing that we both agreed on is we didn't like the fact that they used a second Kong as a power-up, and you really should be able to freely choose between the characters. So like if you didn't want to play Donkey Kong and want to do like a Dixie mix, you should be able to.
Oof. I'd kill for a Diddy Dixie mix. But yeah, I mean, that's really a problem with Returns. The whole, like, using Diddy as a power-up. That's where they got this from. And it goes against the whole philosophy of Donkey Kong Country, which was tag team. Each one's good for different things.
Yeah.
Let's get this started.
Yeah. Whoa!
Let me put my socks up. Just to block the noise, maybe.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn this up a bit. Man, but one thing that's true here is you can see Donkey Kong's fur. That is something that they advertised. That was the first thing they said about this game.
Yeah. Oh. You can't use the D-pad to move?
Really?
Yeah.
Positive.
Oh, the hearts are in the left-hand corner. But honestly, like...
Okay, go. Oh, you also can't shake, can you?
So you just press this one? Is that the same as the shape?
Yeah. I think that's a big miss. Like, I didn't like playing with a tablet.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there anything here?
There's a coin there.
Is this just an air bubble thing? Oh, puzzle piece.
Oh, we do have breath. So the screen doesn't expand whenever...
Or,
Or I guess it does expand, but it didn't down there. When we like get too far apart, it just what does it do? This lets you go off screen. It's kind of weird.
oh, this is the one with the superpower thing, right? Because I'm seeing a meter build up.
Yeah, that's the thing. On 2-player, you can't use the superpower unless I give up some of my freedom.
Oh.
I don't think. One thing I feel like these levels, at least this one, I remember this one being really long. We can be the judge of that now, I guess, but...
I love the first levels of Donkey Kong because it's just like, basically, chill out, we're going to show you some of the mechanics, and...
Yeah, and die.
And die. Like, I would always, in the first Donkey Kong Country, I would always grind in, like, the first, level, if I ever needed, like, extra lives. How do you feel about, not restoring parts with checkpoints?
I don't mind that. I honestly think that's a weird thing in Mario.
Where they restore stuff?
Yeah. Well, see, in Donkey Kong Country 1 and 2 and 3, you didn't even have hearts.
Right.
The fact that they have hearts here is kind of... It adds that intrusive UI on the top, doesn't it?
It does.
Look how much of the screen that takes.
Yeah.
More than my camera.
Disable, I think it made them okay with making things a little bit more difficult, or making the levels longer.
I think it goes back again to the power up and how they use the coins. I think it's kind of a cheap excuse of making things more difficult.
Oh. Would I be able to get that as Donkey Kong? Or are there like sections where you definitely need to use a...
There's definitely sections where you need to use someone.
Oh man.
But there are no sections where you have to be Donkey Kong. Or do you shake this?
Yeah. Well, that kind of sucks. Like, Donkey Kong doesn't have anything then.
Yeah, that's why it sucks. You also can't roll. Like, it's nice because, if I'm on you, how do I get on you? Oh. How do I get on you?
Grab, maybe?
You grab me?
Oh, I can grab you.
Now you can, like, go left and roll. There goes forever.
Oh, I see.
And this time you can only do... And look, I can like
Oh.
shoot whenever I shake.
Oh, that's 64 stuff right there.
Except for she wasn't there.
She wasn't there?
No.
Wow.
The big tragedy of my childhood.
The visuals are nice.
Her sister, her cousin, was tiny. And she had like pigtails.
Oh. Was Kitty ever back after...
Nope. But he was in the show they had. I think. Dixie was also in the show. This is your big chance.
See, like, the pseudo 3D effect is like, I like that a lot. They didn't have that in Returns, I don't think.
Yeah, not nearly as much. Like, sometimes they'd go back into the other plane, but they never did anything like that.
Can you get off?
You get to-
I'm pressing the grab. Oh.
I guess I can. I just don't think the controls are very tight. It's actually
You feel like it's a little floaty, or what?
definitely. Part of this I just came from Mario. So, oh, see, this expects you to have Diddy. Try to jump that without me. How do I get off?
You have to jump, okay.
Yeah, you have to roll jump, which I think is kind of an early stage to use that mechanic. It's definitely really floaty, actually. This definitely can be shooken.
I do the... Oh, I didn't even see that.
Are we gonna get Ramby here or something? Down there or something?
There's a bunch of...
You don't have to get all of them.
Oh. Do the...
I'm sure that gives you a prize.
Wait, so the bananas are just like the meter then, right? Do they do anything for like lives or...
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that was a death. I don't know if we should only count whenever both of us die.
We can be safe. We're hardcore players.
Wait. One thing I never liked about these games is the collectibles. I don't like the puzzle pieces.
I like them. I thought it extended the value of like playing through a level.
I never cared about collecting them.
I mean, they do have incentives like if you collect them, you get like artwork and stuff. Like not anything I would be super interested in, but like there's incentive there. Oh, this is it.
Right?
Oh.
Because look, we only got 5,
Yeah, we missed like 4.
but see, I got. Well, see ya. Sayonara.
Well, you're coming back to me.
That's bullshit. Now get back there.
Yeah, this is 1B.
Yeah, see?
But that was like tough. Like I had to drop to near the lowest point. I almost died there, and then do the jump. Okay, so yellow coin. That's too slow. See, this was back in the old days with Mario, like Mario 3, I think, where Mario 3 or Super Mario World. That gamers back then, they appreciated finding like all these like missing collectible stuff, and like I remember reading Foxtrot, which was a Sunday Funnies strip, and they made a little joke about that, about how like the geek son of the family loved playing Mario for like finding all these collectibles, like the puzzle pieces.
They didn't have stuff like that.
They didn't?
No.
Then what were they talking about?
There's like secret exits in Mario's world.
Huh.
I guess they had that like Yoshi coin, but I don't think it tracked finding it. Maybe it did. But Donkey Kong Country 2 was the first game that had like collectibles that were obvious and that really like tracked it very well. Because even Donkey Kong Country 1 had the secret entrances to places.
Yeah. I like those a lot. Like, it blew my mind playing the second level when I dropped down from a tree and it just blasted me through half the level.
Which, I mean, some of them were cool, but I just never felt obligated to find them.
What's that?
Bomb. I would come back, but I think there's going to be a barrel new here. So I don't want to waste the life.
There's gotta be something somewhere. Maybe not.
Well, no, I just think having 9, like the puzzle pieces here are fine and all, you know. But I don't know. I don't feel obligated to collect them because they just seem. Well, one is the levels have different amounts. Some of them have 5, 7, and 9. And I think 5 is even too much.
Really?
Yeah. Like, I think Mario has a good number.
The 3 coin thing?
The 3 points. I mean, that's enough for you to set. Another really great thing about Mario, actually, is that the coins, you know which order they're in. So you know if you got the second one that you missed the first. And you know the first one's always going to be before it.
Right.
Here you don't know.
You don't know.
There's also so many of them, it's just like ridiculous. And yeah, even though they don't reward you, you know, I mean, they do reward you, but they don't reward you with anything too meaningful. I'm kind of okay with that. Like, if there was just one in each level, then it'd be more interesting, I think.
Oh, we gotta fly to these things.
Yeah, probably from later. Yeah, good luck. Oh no.
Up.
Yeah, poor Donkey Kong. Poor Donkey Kong. You can't get up here.
I can?
No.
Yo, with the
You
jump.
need me.
I almost wanna see if I can prove it wrong. But I think that's
Don't just grab me.
This is America.
Grab by the...
Childish Gambino, let's say.
Yeah.
Alright, there's a spot here.
Oh, no, my God. That reminds me of the other bad thing about these games. These.
The little mini things.
These are so not
Oh
clever.
god. Here, let's separate so we can grab more.
Like, it's cool the first time you see each one.
Shit.
But then when you start repeating, it's just disappointing. Well,
Do you need to collect all of them to get that treasure chest, or?
to get the
Puzzle piece?
puzzle piece, yeah.
You need to get all of them then.
All the bananas. Do you try again here?
I think it's done. You get the one chance per level. I think that's a smart thing to do.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything here?
But yeah, because there's so many. Like I think part of the fun in a platformer
Oh
is
no.
like speedrunning it,
Uh-huh.
and because there's so many puzzle pieces, you feel somewhat obligated to at least try to collect some of them. For some reason, I don't know, just because it feels like progression.
Uh-huh.
But because you are rarely ever going to collect them all, you never have
What?
this moment where you see.
Let's see if there's another barrel.
Boom.
Nice.
2 out of 9. You never have this moment where you feel like you can just speedrun the rest of the level.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's, I don't know, like speedrunning's a nice feeling. To just feel like, okay, I don't have to always be exploring.
I don't know how I feel about it, because I do like the exploring aspect and like finding the little secrets and everything.
I just think there's too many. And most of them aren't even. I think the
Yeah,
levels
well,
are too big. I think that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
See, like, I can't get that now. If I die here, we're done. You should just pop back. You can shake, right?
Can you shake or no?
Yeah. Well, I meant you can, like, shake your barrel down at me. I'm small enough to not get hit by that. The game was definitely not designed with, like, multiplayer in mind. And it works well enough, but
Do you recover your health if you hit that DK barrel?
I think so.
Oh, that's baloney. What the heck?
One thing this game is pretty good about is, like, teaching you throughout this level design, following, like, the whole, like, Mario tutorial, like, mechanic introduction stuff, like the 4-stage mechanic tutorial design, I guess, where every level has a trick. What is this?
Old 2?
For me.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay, here, grab me.
Well, what do I press?
Shh.
I need to
Don't
hold.
shake. Hold A.
Hold A?
Yeah. Why did that hurt?
Are we out of air?
Oh, yeah. Hold A. I think it's like a secret exit or something. There's no way it's just a coin. Oh no!
Uh-oh. Like, I wonder what those chains are for. Oh, what was that? Like a turbine?
Yeah.
Nice.
Wait, what am I doing over here?
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
We got Dixie.
And we got DK.
Oh, we missed the G because of the secret exit. Ugh. I do like collecting the letters of calm because that's exactly what
Oh yeah, that's the coin.
that's exactly like the coins, and you know which one you're missing based on where they are in a level. And those are the ones that actually matter, I guess. The puzzle pieces are just extra.
Ooh, check out Funky's flying by. Yeah, we're playing the Wii U version, so Funky's not playable.
Man, why is he that color? Then a Dixie Con barrel.
What's been? Oh, Manchu's meter. You got lives. Squawks finds hidden stuff, I'm guessing.
Gotcha. Gotcha.
When you
We
play,
don't need lives.
Funky Kong, do you do like a double thing, or is it just Funky Kong?
I don't know how it works. I think it's just Funky. He just like rides on everything. Oh, also some levels are very single player focused. This one sounds like it might be.
Oh, this is taking me back to like doing all the cavern stuff and returns. That stuff was pretty tricky.
It was good. Well,
Oh, it's right there. I want to get it.
that was close. Do I count 2? This is a bonus level, kinda. It's a secret level.
It's a secret level?
Because it was from the secret exit of the last level.
Oh.
It doesn't count as one of the bonus levels, I guess.
Wait a minute, so we need to go back and redo the one to get to the... Oh.
That was a pretty easy secret exit to find as well, I think. Like, I don't know.
Like, the only way you can miss out was if you didn't have a buddy.
Yeah. Like, if you're, like, decently exploring, you're definitely gonna find it.
Oh, there's a thing back there.
See, like, these things that give you puzzle pieces, those are just tiring. Like, that's a nice one to find. But I hate when they're just hidden those little things like that. Ah.
You get the... Huh?
Oh! Too busy adding to the death counter. See, like that?
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah, I do agree with that. Like, they need to be a little bit more cautious with, like, getting all the little bananas for the puzzle pieces. Because I can definitely see a case where, like, this is a kind of game where you don't want to walk through for, because you want to, you know, gain all the puzzle pieces for your own, like, knowledge. But I can see how it can be frustrating if you're in a position where you get like 4 out of 5 pieces, and you explored all the different sections, and like you just missed like not getting all the bananas in that one thing, and like you not knowing where it is, and therefore like having to go and rely on a like walkthrough.
Or even, I hate the fact that it even makes you go do all these things. Like this isn't fun. I don't know, maybe it's kinda, but it's not like worthy of a puzzle piece. It makes you try every single thing just in case it's one of the puzzle pieces. And that's, I don't know, it's just, they're trying to add padding to the levels by making these things seem important when they shouldn't be. Like that one was. So it's not like that was hidden or anything, you know?
Right.
It's just if I happen to
open.
Yeah, which is easy, like yeah, maybe later in the game, I don't know if they ever get any more hidden. And even though if they did get hidden, it'd still be better for it to actually be some actual real hidden secret. It's it's like the pipes in Mario.
Yeah.
I hate just having to try every single pipe. But at least that's a quick thing. These often you have to like shake or something. That's cool. You do get the habit of always going back.
Uh-huh.
Nope.
Was the first Mario was one where after you went right for a while, like you couldn't go back?
Yeah.
You know, I actually want to play through the GB's version of 3. Well, thank goodness.
Now that you were gone. Uh-oh.
But I do want to play Mario 3 because it seems like the people who really
It's the one we all talk about.
yeah, because I know that IGN had a little something where they were comparing World and 3.
How do you
And
go down there? I was holding down.
And basically most of the people agreed were like World is their favorite, and you could tell like the really hardcore Mario fans at IGN were just like no,
It's weak.
it's weak. Like yeah, they were like if you really like Mario, you would understand that 3 is the best one. And there's some people who are very eccentric. I think it's like Polygon, who says that Wii U is actually the best one. Not so much in terms of its like a different visual design by any means, but in terms of like the level design, I think it's like the best one because it best utilizes all the little.
The philosophy of the 4-step mechanic teaching.
Yeah.
Well, that's very formulaic. My bad. I don't know. You just didn't strike me as well as the Wii one. But I don't like either of them. Only multiplayer. Like, I would never sit down and play the single player. I have before, and just didn't like it.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
just never liked Mario's art style.
Oh, really?
The atmosphere just doesn't sit well with me. Because I love this art style.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think it's this weird difference where like when I think about like a Donkey Kong game, like I feel like it has to be like 2D. Like that's how I prefer it. But if I were to think about Mario or Zelda, like it needs to be 3D. I don't enjoy the 2D games.
I agree. Although I wouldn't object to a 3D Donkey Kong. That's because I prefer 3D platformers in general. Except for when it's multiplayer.
Wait, is there a multiplayer 3D platformer?
If you count
3D World?
3D World. Or the hat in Mario Odyssey. Speedrun? Nope, because there's something here that I forget. It's probably stupid. Well, yeah, this is why, too. Like, these don't feel that... When these are just the same silly thing over and over again.
Yeah.
Which this game does do a little bit better than the original, or Returns. It's just like, okay, all I get for this is a stupid puzzle piece of some art that I'm not going to look at.
I think, when I think about this kind of stuff, like, I actually feel like this is a good example where, in terms of my own game design philosophies, I'd rather you, like, cut out stuff if it's not, like, top-tier quality inside of your game. Like, in terms of Smash Brothers and the recent ones, like, there was a lot of talk from Sakurai about how, like, he understands that people kind of complain about clone characters, but the reason why he did it was just, like, very logical. Like, for clone characters, it takes them maybe, like, a week, 2 weeks to, like, go over everything, because it's basically just, like, they change a couple values and then they're done with the character, versus, like, creating a whole new character, which would take, like, months and months and months. But, like, I still think that I'd rather not have any, like, filler sort of content. So, like, those puzzle rooms, like, it's like borderline.
I don't know how you died, but your barrel's right there.
Well, I'm not doing well.
You don't have wings.
Wait, can I pass through with that thorn in there? I guess so. That's kind of tricky. What? Oh.
There's thorns.
What?
Yeah, there's thorns.
Oh man.
This is probably like a Dixie level, or this is a cranky level.
This is a cranky level.
That's what they don't tell you. Especially in 2-player, you have no way of playing these the other characters unless you like actually change. So if they do things like this to prefer one character, you know, it's a good thing because you have to choose different power-ups when you're in like single player, but when you're in multiplayer, you just want to. You can't switch. If I could switch right now, it'd be nice. If you could switch right now, it'd also be nice.
Yeah, sure.
I think that would change the game. If whenever we saw a Kong barrel, we could just switch. This is definitely a puzzle piece. Nope. This is like made for cranky.
Yeah. Oh man.
Fuck that. At this point, I'm just gonna go for the letters of Kong.
Yeah.
Instead of just complaining about something that we don't.
Right. That's true. We always have the option of just not getting.
Yeah.
Like I do like the presentation. Like this is like one of those things where they kind of did like what I wanted from 2, like going to the original Donkey Kong Country 2, which was like different enemies, but like not go overboard with it. Like,
Is it different?
I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't remember any of these, like snails and stuff. Like, functionally, they're not all that different from the previous enemies, but the change in visuals was nice.
Or I don't think this game's different enough. Like, I really think this game just didn't do enough to, like, differentiate itself from Returns. It feels just like Returns DLC. I don't need to get this. But see, there's something calling me to it right now. Especially since we failed every one of these.
Yeah.
And then complain about it being stupid.
Oh, the timer doesn't go down once the puzzle piece comes.
Thank God. We're gonna get that G. That G money.
G money. Yeah, they did. They played a lot more with the pseudo 3D aspect, and I like that.
But at the end of the day, I think it's only like cinematic value.
True, but like I like that. I mean, there's not much you can do in these situations, but I'm glad they're trying it. Versus like I can't think of another.
Look at that. There's another secret exit.
Wow. Wait, what does the?
Which is kind of silly because that means you have to play the whole level twice.
Yeah.
What was what? I just played music.
The music. Oh, it just plays music.
I do like the second world in here. Or no, I just like the one level. Maybe we should switch. We should like switch around. Ah, this is a minecart level though. Trunk Twister.
Twister.
I don't know. I played the first one, or I played Returns 4 times, and I played it on Dolphin, so I got it in HD. So whenever this came out, it just didn't feel different at all,
Okay.
except for you can see a spur. Just Dixie, but Dixie's just a better ditty. Oh. Not better enough. We could do that. Redeem ourselves.
We got the puzzle piece last time.
You want to control it?
Alright.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Never gonna get it, never gonna get it. Okay.
I don't know why you have to fill that banana if you have to get everyone.
I think filling the banana is just showing you if you got everything. Like in case you're blind or something. Yeah, it makes me wonder what a colorblind person sees when they look at this. All the bananas are gray if they're losing control.
Can you jump?
Well, we'll both think we're in control and we'll just do the level perfectly.
Okay.
I think we're both in control.
Alright, you jump.
I'm not gonna free jump.
Okay.
Uh-oh. So this is getting the 3D into
Yeah, I like this. This is the
But now you got hurt there.
Yeah, in Bloodstained they showed a little bit of that. Like you walked around the circle of a tower, and there's all these dragons that came out to like try to fight you.
You need a duck.
Oh, I also need a.
Yeah, you need a duck. It's not two-player friendly. They make it so that only one person has to jump. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. It's the G. Nope. Yeah. Jump. Well, I know one complaint I always had about this game is that the levels just didn't feel as creative.
Oh, because it's mostly like just exploring hidden areas and stuff.
I don't know, it's just a feeling I have. Like, Returns, I feel like there were a lot of creative things. There were more levels in Returns as well. Like, this one probably nails better game design inside the levels. But the levels just don't stick out in my memory half as much. Like, compared to, you know, like,
Returns.
Yeah. Like, doing a minecart level on an egg. Or, like, the title terror where the waves come in and stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Or, like, the one that's, like, music-based.
Oh yeah.
It goes to the beat
You
of
have
the
the
music.
bump.
The only one I remember in this one is the tornado.
I think that's what when you take a look at Fortune, like one of the big things that they always talk about is a game in comparison to like sequels and other games in its genre. And they'll say like soul versus soulless, and like that's a component. Whether or not there's like creative ideas beyond like what technically should be right. And this is an example of them getting everything like technically right, but from a creative aspect, they didn't do as much.
Like, I also think they're missing levels. There's just not as many levels.
Really?
Yeah, it's
just longer.
Returns has more levels. It has 2 more worlds. This has more levels per world, but I still think it's missing like 5. These levels are longer though, but I think that was a bad trade. I'd rather have diversity. And they did it because it's HD. You know, it's their first HD game actually. I forget what the last level was, like the bonus level. Whereas Returns is so obvious to me. I only ever did that one once. The banana. I remember all the fruits. Oh god, bosses. Skip it.
Alright, so we need to jump on top of it, right?
Probably not.
Oh man. First boss.
I don't want to prejudge the boss yet. But let me do it.
Alright.
I don't like boss. No, not let me do the boss. I just hate bosses in these games. So you have to hit him by the back of his back. I think we'll be fine in this boss. Because I think it's probably 9 hits, right?
Yeah. They definitely expanded on the 3-hit rule.
Well, it's just 3 hits 3 times. I do think these bosses are better than Returns, but only slightly. They set up the same problems. I think they're too long.
Yeah, for sure.
And they need like a halfway point. They're repetitive. Because now he's going to go into a second phase. Ooh! What's he going to do? Do it. Do it! Oh no. But the thing is, you know, they have like these phases where they're invulnerable. Like right now. And maybe there's a way to speed this up? I don't think so. But anytime a boss has an invulnerable phase like that, it's just silly. It's bad for high skilled players. Like that. See, now we've got this. Because as soon as you like fail on the boss, like say on the 8th hit, you have to redo it again, and it's not as hard as I mean now it's like super easy. But it still takes just as long because of the invulnerability frames. See, I'm unclear when I can actually hit him. Because of just the time it takes to like do anything in the boss. Uh-oh. I'll play it safe. Come back. Nice and base free. Not going to do shit. Just forgetting health. It's like this, yes. Is it dangerous? Is it hard? Yeah. You need to come back.
I'm like, it's hard for me to focus. Like, my reactions are slow. It's hard for me to focus.
Well, you gotta step it up. Dance. But see, yeah. It'll be interesting to time out how long this takes now. Like, it might go a little bit faster because we're better at hitting them, but for the most part, not much. And it becomes more annoying than hard.
Okay, here's an hurt.
It is death.
Give me liberty.
Is that only 2?
2.
Okay, good, that's 3. Oops. We both got hit.
Oops.
Just 3 left. Easy. What's he gonna do? Just stay alive. Don't get hit at the same time. Come back. Uh-oh. One left.
See, he even clapped for us. Nice.
That's the power of the Wiimote. We got new figurines in shop. Let's go to the other save.
Okay. Man, I'm too exhausted.
Like, it's hard for me to even remember the worlds. This is a good loading screen. Until it freezes like that.
Well, it's tropical.
You wanna play?
No.
So we need your expert commentary.
Okay. I'm humorous. I've been featured on Ellen 0 times. So, only up from here.
Do you remember any of the worlds?
I got to Autumn Heights.
Oh, that's it?
Yeah, only Autumn Heights. I'm pretty sure yeah. We got Juicy Jungle. Oh, there aren't that many worlds.
That's it.
Oh, so this is the... Wait, did you finish all of this?
Yeah, it looks like it. It's 101%. Maybe, but they're blue. It didn't say I had the DK coins. What is D? Oh no, DK is the time trial.
Oh, yeah.
Star's the DK coins.
That's right.
These levels are interesting because they're back from returns, just frozen.
Really?
They're not the same levels. They're like based on each world.
Okay.
Because remember how returns was set up? Each level here is based off of a world. That's the first world. That's the water world.
Okay.
Then like the temple world. Then the caves. Then the forest. Then the cliffs. The machine area.
You know what Smash Brothers did? So they have this single player campaign World of Legend. And you go to all the different characters like there's a bunch of like fan service for like each character's backgrounds. And actually one of the maps there is basically the entire first world of Donkey Kong Country 1.
Really?
So, yeah. So you gotta like move. It was like so familiar. Like you move from place to place.
Was it just the world?
Just world. Like once you actually like kind of click onto it, then it's a spirit battle. So there's no platforming.
Why is Diddy here?
This is the one you were talking about?
Yeah. So they have this like tornado. Let's go through the level and really like look at it. So like here they teach you how to die. There's nothing back here, right? Okay. Right, so, you know, it's normal. It's normal. I'm used to Dixie now. And then they show you this, and you're like, what is this? And you, like, kind of play around with it, right?
Uh-huh.
It's safe. You can't get hurt here. There's a coin there that's extra. It's a simple item, and normally I would say it's a simple item in a dangerous place, but in that case, it's just a simple item in a decent place. In a hard place. Come on. Well, it gets a little bit more dangerous there in the second one you see. I still don't know how to control this. Oh, I see. It's based on which way the tornado's turning. They want me to be Diddy for some reason. Okay, now enemies are on fire. I think we might have seen that before. I don't know.
So we can't jump and roll.
We see a rhino thing down here. Ramby. So does that mean I'm missing it?
Yeah, it must have been earlier. Oh no.
So I'm not going to go back because I don't care about that. But Ramby's interesting because you can do this. Now, imagine this without Ramby. For a second. First of all, it's pretty hard not to not have him. You have to be like deliberately avoiding him. But you know, this tornado would be hard right there.
That's probably for speedrunners. Or I mean, like speedrunners.
It'd still be faster with him.
Really?
Because he's fast. I don't know. Also, what's this letter of con? How do you get it? So this one you have to use the tornado to your advantage. So that's the first time they require you to use the tornado to your advantage. It's not a requirement. It's still a bonus content. Okay, now we're there teaching.
Oh, now it's the final phase of 10.
Yeah, we're lightning dodging. Halfway point, using the tornado. Oh, he's on fire. Death. Now I lost Ramby, so this is going to turn into a different game. And I don't have Diddy either. I hate Donkey. He just feels like so weak compared to the other three. See, now there's wind. To be fair, they did not introduce this in a safe environment. Uh-oh.
That was like the wily guy, coyote. Oh.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Well, but it's cool how they throw these enemies at you. That's different ways of using tornadoes, right? The lightning seems a little bit out of place, but it's a storm. That you have to charge over.
Is there any sort of sign that shows that it's like a trap versus secret entrance?
Where?
Like the little platform before that, how you curve this.
I didn't see it.
DJ Donkey Kong.
But yeah, in that last area, I had to charge. I guess maybe that's what they were trying to teach me in that wind section. You better start charging. but I don't think they were teaching. Like, do you see something?
No, I was thinking it did.
Like down there could be something, but it's just death.
Yeah. Like that's the thing. I'm not sure how I feel.
Usually
about
it's
that.
a banana showing you. Like only in like Donkey Kong Country 1 do they make you do that in like random places. Because it's not really ever required, it's just that percentage that no one really cares that much about. I want that in. Oh man, what is this? I don't even need him. Now they're trying to show me to charge.
Well, that's close.
The shaking isn't so accurate, I feel like. Now they're like, charge. There's Dixie. Oh. See, this is even the same one we saw.
Yeah.
If not easier. It seems silly. Where is she?
Oh no, where is she? You need to go back?
That's cool. They dropped me off right before it. See if I had Dixie there.
Ooh!
Diddy's just useless. Maybe I should go back and get Randy. This level just feels too long too, I think.
Yeah. Like, I'm still okay with it because if the primary purpose was like, okay, well, we want to put a bunch of like collectibles in here and basically provide a lot of long-term value of like repeating over the levels so you can master it. Like, I appreciate that, but like,
It's just split into two.
yeah,
You can have the same amount of content, 2 levels. Like they have all these different halfway save points.
yeah,
The bad part, especially, is that you. I don't have anyone. The bad part, especially, is that those levels that have secret exits, you have to just repeat them, like completely. If they just, split the levels in half, would it really be so bad? They could turn some of the. No, my girl! I'll die for my girl. They could turn some of the puzzle pieces into letters of calm. Well, this isn't going well. But I got my girl on my back now. Just not in the game. Well, I want to be like racing, speedrunning this,
yeah, sure. Like AGDQ, like they have Chocolate Freeze, and people love it.
AGDQ.
All games done quick.
Oh. Yeah, because the levels were all made for speedrunning. Not all of them. But a lot of levels were made for speedrunning. Because they support that, they have that time trial thing. I could really use some like wall jumps or something.
Popcorn.
That's just because I came from Mario. Ooh boy, look at this.
Oh, that's good.
If I had Rambi, I
Yeah.
sacrificed my girl for that shit. I deserve to die. Okay.
But yeah, this is kind of what I like, which is like, this is this is just like fine wine Donkey Kong, where like you repeat little sections, arcade sections over and over until you figure out how to like get past it, or just like get past it.
That's like 2D platformers in general.
Like I haven't remembered that so much with like the more recent Mario games.
Definitely recent Mario.
Really?
Mario, Wii, and U are hard. Can you play with the disc out? What game is in here? Skyward Sword.
Yep. The Secret Elusive Skyward Sword on Wii. What are you looking for? Returns. You want to try that?
Yeah. We have to do that.
Yeah. Reset.
You were able to still play it.
I was able to still play it. They must have this. Yeah. Once you load it, like it should be all good.
Returns is like almost 10 years old. Oh no. Well, we might have to do this another time.
Kind of getting a little like.
It's party time. Okay, peace out.